Good morning, guys. Dave Schmitz, resistancebandtraining.com. I want to take you through the ankle mobilization drills, show you how to set that up and do it. I think this is a pretty important movement to build into your flexibility program if you haven't already. Now, I'm going to be using a yellow band so you can see it positioned onto my foot. All right, I'm going to use the yellow band. I'm going to double it. Now, the reason I double it is so that I have a little bit more surface area on my foot, all right, which then allows the band to go ahead and stay connected to my foot. You may have seen in the past where we've taken the band, hooked it there, and then wrapped it around. That is perfectly fine to do. If you prefer that and you want to hook it around, go for it. That's okay. I like to be a little bit more efficient. I find that I don't need to hook it around. As long as I place the band on my foot, you'll see that I'm creating a little bit of an angle so that the big toe or the ball of my foot of my big toe is splitting the band there, and then I'm bringing it along the outside and putting it up against my little toe just below the tip of it. So what I'm going to do is now I can push against that and it creates a great surface area. First movement is plantar flexion. I'm pulling back on both bands and I'm just working plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. From there, I'm going to go ahead and put the band around my outside of my knee, which is going to bring that foot all the way around. And I'm going to work inversion, eversion. Eversion, resist it. Inversion, passively. So I'm really stretching that ankle. Now you'll notice my foot stays straight up and down. I don't want to point it. We're going to do that in just a second. So really try to be very strict at working inversion and eversion very distinctly while having your foot straight up and down. If you want to work eversion passively, inversion, now you're going to go ahead and do more of a diagonal pattern where you're going to go from eversion down into plantar flexion and inversion. I don't rarely do a lot of that because that movement is typically pretty stable, pretty comfortable. It's the inversion movement working resisted eversion, plantar flexion, and dorsiflexion that I find I need to mobilize mostly when I'm working with my clients or with my own ankle. The last movement, you're going to pull straight back and you're going to go just simple circular movements. Now you'll notice the whole time I'm keeping tension on the band so it stays positioned on my foot. That's important. At any time you feel the band starting to slide off, go ahead and reposition it. Lock it on by pulling back on it, and because the band is flat, it should stay engaged on your foot. But the key is positioning it on your foot correctly and then keeping tension on the band while you're going through the movements. So that's the ankle mobilization, guys. I build it into my program. It's real easy. Just double the band, and now you can easily just slide in and get into your hip flexibility and mobility program right after that.